Go for it.
So whether you're out on a moto adventure or you're just ripping around the trails on the weekend, you should think about using an action camera to record all the fun and also some of the things that might not be so fun. Welcome to Moto Trek. My name is Rob Day. I'm a longtime adventure touring instructor, and today we're going to talk about 360-degree cameras and why we think everyone that rides an adventure bike should have one. When I first started using action cameras, they didn't have image stabilization, and I spent a lot of time and money finding out the hard way that it's really hard to get smooth video off-road. Action cameras have come a long way in recent years. Now we have 360-degree cameras, and these make the whole process a lot easier. The image stabilization on these is also very, very good, and you don't have to reposition them. They're looking everywhere, kind of all at the same time. And then the two lens images just get stitched together in software later, and you can pan around however you want. For the past 5 years or so, Moto Trek has been using 360-degree cameras to capture a lot of shots that might have been difficult or even impossible with a standard action camera. These cameras are great because, like any action camera, you can mount them anywhere: helmets, handlebars, crash bars, luggage racks. But at the same time, they're capturing angles in all directions that you might not have caught with a standard action camera. When you're using a 360-degree camera, you're getting a lot of bang for the buck compared to a standard action camera. Today we've got two examples of 360-degree cameras, the Insta360 X5 and also the new DJI OSMO360. We're going to take a deeper dive into these and see where they really shine for adventure motorcyclists. There is a slight difference in form factor of these two cameras. The Insta360 is long and narrow versus the DJI, which is more squat and might help you get the camera into tighter spots. The Osmo is slightly lighter than the Insta360, and the screen is a little bit smaller. For us, the form factor isn't that big of a deal, but for you, the lighter weight and the shorter form factor might be an advantage. We make them work no matter what. Both of these cameras have these big bulbous lenses that stick out from both sides of them, and they're durable. You can set these cameras down without really worrying about scratching them, but if you do scratch a lens, on the Insta360, you can replace them yourself. On the DJI, you're probably going to have to send it back to the company. The X5 has a 2400 milliamp hour battery. The Osmo has a 1950 milliamp hour battery, and they both have a similar runtime. Here's a pro tip for Osmo users. When you insert the battery, push the pull tab towards the hinge of the access door. That way when you pop it open, it'll be sticking straight up and easy to grab. Both of these cameras come with a high-speed USB-C port that you can use for charging and for data transfer. Both of these cameras have bright displays that are easy to see and menu structures that are very easy to learn. Both of these cameras have a quick release mount. They also both have a standard 1/4-20 screw-in mount. For off-road riding, the screw-in mount is probably going to give you a more secure connection, but we've never had a problem using the quick release. Another pro tip is to wipe off your lenses as often as possible. All right, let's talk about the tech specs of these cameras. The Osmo can shoot 8K video at 50 frames per second. The X5 can shoot 8K video, but only at 30 frames per second. The X5 shoots in 8-bit color. The DJI OSMO360 shoots in 10-bit color. And what that means is during editing, you're going to have a lot more control over color and exposure with the files that this camera produces. Unlike the X5, the DJI Osmo uses a square sensor that's purpose-built to maximize efficiency and resolution. And the OSMO360 comes with more than 100 gigabytes of built-in storage. So most people don't think about using a 360 cam for photos, but both of them have this capability. The difference being the Osmo has much higher photo resolution than the X5. Both of these cameras offer accessories that make it very easy to mount the camera almost anywhere on your motorcycle or on your body. Both of these cameras have an IP67 rating for waterproofing and dust intrusion and stuff like that. In the case of the Osmo, 10-meter depth in the water. The X5, 15 meters. Not that you're gonna find yourself at 10 meters in your adventure bike, but just know that if you do drop your bike in the river, both of these cameras are gonna be just fine. Both of these companies also offer wireless Bluetooth microphones.
Well, it is another beautiful day here in the Angeles National Forest. We got really lucky with the weather today. It's been primo. Ooh, gotta open this. I'm fogging up. Trail conditions are really good right here. Damp, but not muddy. Not too sandy. And this is a great area to ride.
They're easy to configure, they're easy to pair, they have adjustable noise reduction. You can mount them in a variety of locations, you can wear them, you can put them in your helmet, for example. And as long as you're not going freeway speed, you're gonna get good, clear voice audio from these. Another very cool feature about the OSMO360 is that it uses the same battery as the Action 5 Pro. So if you already have one of these, same batteries, don't have to get anything new. But there's also another accessory that they offer that's really cool. It's the multifunction battery case. This thing holds 3 batteries, and you can check the status of each battery by pressing that button. There are 3 LEDs on the front that will show you their charge level. It also stores 2 micro SD cards, and it can be used to charge these batteries as well as a power bank. You can use this to charge your phone or your tablet or anything else. So this is another very cool accessory that DJI offers. The bottom line is you can't go wrong with either one of these cameras. They're both great products. We've used the Insta360 extensively and are looking forward to using the DJI. We think the Osmo has the edge in terms of color space, sensor size, and frame rate. Action cameras have come a really long way in a very short time, especially 360 cameras. The image quality is amazing. We think that if you can only afford one action camera to record your motorcycle adventures, it should be a 360 camera. Here's a side-by-side comparison of these two cameras. Let us know in the comments which one you prefer. And we'd also like to thank DJI for making this video possible.